Lovely jubbly. I think we are live. We are live. Fantastic. Good morning. Hi, I'm Spike. Welcome back to my channel. This is my live stream until it goes up onto YouTube. My live stream of me learning Japanese in Rosetta Stone. This is going to be video number 13. And today I'm going to be carrying on from yesterday, obviously, where I'm going to be looking at the listening that's got the repetition, and then we'll be going into the listening and reading today. As you can see, this is about 10 minutes, this is about 10 minutes, and these two are about 15 minutes apiece. So the video is going to be a little bit longer today, depending on how fast I go through it, obviously. So yeah, I'm hoping that today we don't fall foul of the microphone picking up some erroneous, some errors in my voice and pronunciation, like yesterday. Even though I was pretty sure I was copying what was being said and announcing correctly. But yes, going back and redoing the writing was definitely an eye opener. So hopefully today will do better. I'm all fueled up by coffee. I hope you are too. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go into listening and set up our microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lovely stuff. Gotta love that. He's going to chuck us straight in.
さようなら。
Sayonara. It's goodbye.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa. It's hello. There we go. Back to the Romaji because the Roman characters are now back available. Like I said, I'll be going through to the ends, to the milestone, and then repeating core lesson 1 all the way through in the Japanese, in the hiragana and katakana, and in the kanji. So we'll see. As we can see, we've got 20 slides today. So we'll go to slide 2 and see what it has to offer.
男の人と女の人はご飯を食べています。
That's the older adult male and the adult female who are eating rice.
男の子は牛乳を飲んでいます。
That's the little boy drinking milk.
女の人はコーヒーを飲んでいます。
Well, the coffee is giving it away.
男の人は卵を食べています。
Eating an egg.
男の子と男の人は水を飲んでいます。
Drinking water.
女の子はパンを食べています。
And eating bread. So even without the, as you can see, without having the English phrasing above the pictures, I'm able to pretty successfully understand what they are asking for with regards to the items in each of the pictures, which is pretty good. So, otoko no ko wa gyunyu o nondeimasu. Onna no hito wa kohi o nondeimasu. Otoko no ko to otoko no hito wa mizu o nondeimasu. That was a little bit of a broken sentence. Onna no ko wa pan o tabeteimasu. Girl eating bread. Otoko no hito wa tamago o tabeteimasu. The guy eating the egg. Otoko no hito to onna no hito wa gohan o tabeteimasu. That's eating the rice, the pair of them there. Let's have a quick look at the kanji. So here we can see how it shapes up. Again, I'm not a very fast reader of the Japanese unless they are speaking it in front of me. I can bounce. Again, like subtitles used to be on TV or in primary school and stuff when I was growing up. You'd have the ball bouncing along on the word as to where you are, as well as the colour fill going up. And that's kind of what I wish that this would do when they read it out. So you can place whereabouts you are. Although I suppose the technique of following it yourself, once you start to understand what the symbols are in the writing portion, and then also by doing a list, alphabetized list, or at least when we've encountered the sounds, and then the extrapolation of what I've figured out, or I'm trying to figure out, to see if I'm correct in learning the language. Like, I'm hoping that I'm able to then identify this by using my sheet, and then to be able to figure it out so I can start writing Japanese. Because I think some of this practice, I think when I get towards the milestone stuff and I get to the end of the unit and I go into doing this whole unit again in Japanese symbols before moving on, when I'm doing it in the kanji, when I go to do it in the kanji, that's when I think I'm going to start trying to practice to write the kanji as well, so that I can learn how to write the characters for the sounds that are coming up on the screen, and then go from the English into the kanji itself to see if I'm correct, just as another learning tool into being able to read and understand the kanji for when I'm hoping to be out in Japan. So let's crack on with slide 3.
男の人は車を運転しています。男の人は車を運転しています。
That's the guy on the bottom left.
女の子は歩いています。
That's the little girl walking on the
女の
beach.
人は車を運転しています。
That's the lady adult
男
driving.
の子は歩いています。
And that's the boy walking. So, again, we're definitely getting used to hearing a sentence and knowing what we're looking for with regards to the slides and the pictures. Go to slide 4.
彼らは新聞を読んでいます。
It's the voice with the newspaper.
彼らはリンゴを食べています。
That's eating the apple.
彼女は本を読んでいます。
The lady reading the book by herself.
彼は車を運転しています。
And that's the guy driving the car. See, so that was relatively easy. So the listening side of things without the prompts, doing pretty well so far, no mistakes. That's good news.
男の子は歩いています。
The boy is walking.
女の子は走っています。
There's a little girl running.
女の人は歩いています。
There's a lady or an adult
男の
lady.
人は走っています。
And that's the adult man that's running. Nice. So we can definitely pick up on those audio cues, and it's pretty swift as well.
彼は猫を飼っています。
holding the cat.
彼らは新聞を持っています。
That's reading the newspaper.
彼女は犬を飼っています。
Lady with the dog. Nice. So, kate, I'm going to just quickly look that up. I assume that means hold, or to hold in Japanese. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick ganders. Self-will, arbitrarily, or without permission. Okay. It has the meaning of acting so that things benefit yourself as opposed to others. The meaning is pretty close to the English word selfish. Or with kateimasu, it means to have or to pet. So that's what kateimasu means. And let's look up motemasu just to double check and make sure. And that means am holding and carrying or owning. So that's how you would say I have, or that they have. This adult lady has a dog. This child has a cat. Or this child pets their cat. This lady pets their dog. These people have a newspaper. Okay.
女の子たちは馬を飼っています。
Well, these girls have a horse to pet, so
彼女はサンドイッチを持っています。
sandwiches, the sandwich. I mean,
彼は車を持っています。
this man has a car. There's a man with a car. There is a woman with a sandwich. There are children with a horse. Yes.
彼女は寝ています。
彼女は寝ています。
彼は寝ています。
Sleeping adult.
彼らは寝ています。
There you go. And the plural of it. So there's two people, two adults. Male adult sleeps. There's an male adult sleeping. There is a woman adult sleeping. There are adult males sleeping.
魚は泳いでいます。
That's the fish is swimming.
猫は寝ていま
The
す。
cat is sleeping.
犬は食べていま
The
す。
dog is eating.
馬は走っていま
There's
す。
a horse running. So we're definitely getting there. This is getting easier to pick up. I'm liking this listening.
彼ら
exercise.
は読んでいます。
彼らは読んでいます. It's reading books.
彼女たちは寝ています。
That's sleeping.
彼らは歩いています。
That's the walking.
彼らは泳いでいます。
And then people swimming. Yes. Definitely on the ball today.
大人たちは食べています。
People eating, group of
子
adults
供
eating.
たちは飲んでいます。
They're drinking.
大人たちは走っていま
And
す。
the adults are running.
子供たちは泳いでいます。
There are children swimming. Yes. Look at this. Full marks. Up to slide 11. No mistakes so far. Probably just jinxed it, but we'll see.
大人は読んでいます。
Oh. That's us reading.
子供は走っています。
It's the singular.
大人たちは読んでいます。
Of course. Because we're waiting for the
子
tashi.
供たちは走っていま
Knew it.
す。
I jinxed my... Immediately jinxed the slide page with the one mistake. Well, let's redo that one then. Look at that. I can't believe that.
子供は走っています。
Yeah, there's a girl
子
running.
供たちは走っています。
It's the kids running.
大人たちは読んでいま
It's
す。
the adults that are reading en masse.
大人は読んでいます。
And that's the older gentleman reading alone by himself. There we go. That's a bit better. So the listening, reading is again, first mistake at slide 12. To have come this far and have not made a mistake, again, shows that the language and the method I'm using is actually really sticking. For me to be able to recognize, again, they are very basic, but these terms and these things I'm now able to pick up in quite clearly most Japanese language, at least when listening to it. Reading the kanji, not so much, but there are now kanji and subtitles and such that I'm now able to recognize and kind of get a feel for recognizing that that's oh, na, ne, oh. You know, so I can now follow where the sounds actually propagate in a sentence when they are spoken. So that's good news.
男の子は車を運転していません。男の子は車を運転していませ
The
ん。
kid on the top right, because he's not
女の
driving.
子は車を運転していません。女の子は車を運転していません。
There is a girl driving the car.
男の人は車を運転しています。
Yes.
女の人は車を運転しています。
I mean, I'm not falling for this imasen again. I'm going to try not to. Probably just jinx the next slide again. But that was my mistake. not last video, the video before, I believe. Just because I didn't pick up on the MSN, and that was my reading mistake. I got too over-focused in pushing forward. Ooh, which is a shame. But yes, so there we go. There's our relevance. There is not a young girl driving. There is not a young boy driving the car. There is a male adult driving the car, and there is a female adult driving the car. Let's move on.
彼らは泳いでいません。
There are not people swimming.
彼は寝ていません。
There's not a child sleeping.
彼らは泳いでいます。
There are people swimming.
彼は寝ています。
There's a child sleeping. Yes. Now we'll go to slide 15.
女の人たちはご飯を持っていません。
I'm sorry, what?
女の人たちはご飯を持っていません。
Oh, it's got to be the lady eating the rice.
男の子はペンを持っています。
There is a child with a pen
女の
writing.
人たちはご飯を持っています。
Yeah, that's the lady's eating the rice.
男の子はペンを持っていません。
The child is not writing. There we go. So the immerse is there is not, or there are not, or there isn't. So it's the negative that we're going for with the immerse, and then the positive, there is, there are, and then our sentence. So group of older ladies, female adults eating the rice, male child is writing. Let's go to slide 16.
男の子は牛乳を持っていません。
There is not a child drinking milk.
女の子たちは自転車を持っていません。
There is not. They're not riding the
女の子
bikes.
たちは自転車を持っています。
There are.
男の子は牛乳を持っています。
Well, and then there is someone drinking milk. So again, jitensha is the bicycle. Gyunyu is milk. So as you can see, we've got the young male child is drinking milk. There are a group of girls riding their bike. There isn't a group of girls riding their bike, and there isn't a boy drinking milk. The top right is playing. I did that in an odd order.
これは
That's not bad.
何ですか？これは何ですか？
これはリンゴです。
これは新聞です。
I mean, that's relatively easy because we know lingo is apple and newspaper. So what is this? This is an apple, or it is an apple. What is this? It is a paper, a newspaper.
これは何ですか？これは何ですか？
これは猫です。
This is a cat.
これは自転車です。
And this is a bicycle. Nice. Again, not too taxing, but
彼は寝ていますか？彼女は寝ていますか？
いいえ、彼女は寝ていません。
oh, this is a little bit more difficult. So
彼は寝ていますか？
いいえ、彼女は寝ていません。
はい、彼は寝ています。
there we go. Is there a child asleep? Is the child asleep? Yes, the child is asleep. Is the child asleep? Or there isn't a child. There isn't the child is not asleep. No, the child isn't asleep. Along those lines. That's where we're roughly at in the translation. I'm still working on the translation of these because obviously the form is changing slightly with regards to question into answer, but also how the noun or the pronoun, etc., is starting to work, and how we're changing the form from immerse and immersen, there is and there isn't. So how we're getting from the positive to the negative. So slide 20.
犬は泳いでいますか？
馬は泳いでいますか？
はい。
犬は泳いでいますか？
Is the dog swimming? Hi. Yes, he is.
いいえ。
No, the horse is not swimming. He's running. 69. What a number! Oh, just reminds me of that bit in Bill and Ted Outside the Circle K. What number are we thinking of? 69, dudes. Whoa. Gotta love it. So let's go continue to lesson 1, listening, and we'll check this one
こ
off.
んにちは。
Konnichiwa. Hello.
さようなら。
Sayonara. Goodbye. Nice and easy. Let's get number 2.
男の人、
Otoko no hito. It's the older adult.
女の人、
Is the female adult.
女の子。
Onnanoko is the little girl.
男の子。
Is the little boy. There we go. Let's get number 3.
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
Here's a boy drinking water.
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。
Here's a girl drinking juice.
女の子は食べています。
Here's a boy eating. Eh?
女の
That's a nanocode. My God.
男の子は食べています。
Not even. Let's just immediately restart. Come on.
女の子は食べています。
That's the girl eating.
男の子は食べています。
That's the boy eating.
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
That's the boy drinking water.
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。
And that's the girl drinking juice. There is a girl drinking juice. There we go. That's better.
女の人は食べています。
There's,
女の子は食べています。
There's a girl eating.
男の人は食べています。
Adult.
男の子は食べています。
There's a boy eating. So there's a woman eating. There's a girl eating. There's a man eating. There's a boy eating.
男の人は走っています。
There is a man running.
女の子は走っています。
There's a girl running with balloons.
男の子は走っています。
That's the boy running.
女の人は走っています。
It's the lady running. There we go. Slide 6.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
That's the girl reading.
男の人は本を読んでいます。
There's a man reading.
女の人は本を読んでいます。
There's a lady reading.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
There is a boy reading. Hey, there we go. In through these.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
Here's a boy reading.
男の子は走っています。
Here is a boy running.
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
There is a boy drinking water.
男の子は食べています。
Here is a boy eating. There we go. So reading a book. There's a boy reading a book. There's a boy drinking water. There's a boy eating. There's a boy running. There we go.
男の子は食べています。
There are boys eating. Oh, there's a boy eating.
女の子たちは
Don't
水
even.
を、女の子は水を飲んでいます。
There's a girl drinking water.
男の子は食べています。
There is a boy eating.
女の子たちは 水を飲んでいま
There are
す。
girls drinking water.
男の子たちは食
There
べ
are
ています。
boys drinking. Who's the boys drinking? There are boys eating. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I'm starting to feel tired. Maybe I drank too much coffee this morning. The caffeine's draining from my body.
女の子たちは走っています。女の子たちは走っています。
There are girls running.
男の人たちは水を飲んでいます。
There are men drinking water.
女の子は走っています。
There's a girl running.
男の人はお茶を飲んでいます。
There's a man drinking tea. Yeah. There we go. Get to slide 10.
男の子たちは本を読んでいます。
There are boys reading a book.
女の人たちは食べています。
There are women eating.
女の人は食べています。
There's a woman eating.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
There is a boy reading a book. There we go. Nice. We're getting there. We're getting there.
女の人は本を読んでいます。女の人は本を読んでいます。
The lady reading the book.
女の子は本を読んでいま
There is
す。
a girl reading a book.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
There are girls reading a book.
女の人たちは本を読んでいま
There are
す。
ladies reading a book. Yeah. Let's get to slide
彼
15.
女はお茶を飲んでいます。
Kanojo wa ocha. So the woman drinking tea.
彼女たちは食べています。
There are ladies eating.
彼は走っています。
There's a man running.
彼らは本を読んでいます。
There are men reading a newspaper. Because that's a newspaper rather than hon, a book. But it is what it is. And it should be shinbun.
子供たちは走っています。
There are girls running.
彼女は走っています。
There's a woman running.
彼は走っています。
There's a man running. Nice. Let's get 14.
彼女は料理しています。
There's a woman cooking.
彼は料理していま
There's
す
a。man cooking.
彼らは料理しています。
There are men cooking. Lovely. So we're definitely getting into the plurals between the nouns or pronouns that are being used in the language. We've already got the adjective and verb. What's going on?
男の人は泳いでいます。男の人は泳いでいます。
There is a man swimming.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
There are ladies swimming.
男の子たちは泳いでいます。
There are boys swimming.
女の子は泳いでいます。
There is a girl swimming. There we go. Slide 16.
男の人は食べています。男の人は食べています。
There are men eating. Oh no, there's a man eating. That's my bad.
男の人は料理して、
Straight up
男の人たちは料理しています。
There are men cooking.
男の人は食べています。
There is a man eating.
男の人たちは食べています。
There are men eating.
男の人は料理していま
There is
す。
a man cooking. See, so at least I'm able to identify when I do make a mistake, which one I've made a mistake on, how to rectify it, and to immediately rectify it. Again, I'm whipping through these because that's the speed of my recognition, I suppose. So apologies if my progress is a little swift.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。女の人たちは泳いでいます。
There are girls, or there are ladies swimming.
女の人は走っています。
There is a woman running.
女の人は泳いでいます。
There is a woman swimming.
女の人たちは走っています。
There are women running. There we go. Look at that. Fantastic.
彼らはカタカナを書いています。
There are men writing katakana.
彼はひらがなを書いています。
There is a man writing hiragana.
彼女は漢字を書いています。
There is a woman writing kanji. There we go. Let's do slide 19.
女の子は書いています。
Onanoko wa kaite imasu. There is a woman, there's a girl
女
writing.
の子たちは書いています。
There are girls writing.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
There are girls reading a book.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
There is a girl reading a book. Cool. So, we've managed to get through the two listening exercises with very minimal mistakes. That's good news. Again, that means that the assimilation of the language is coming in and it's ramping up. It's definitely getting there, that's for sure. Now we've got listening and reading, which again will be the last two that I do for today. So it's 15 minutes. How many slides we got? We've got
さようなら。
slides. Okay. Sayonara.
こんにちは。
If I could say it, sayonara. Konnichiwa. Okay. Slide 2.
女の子はパンを食べています。
Okay. So I go down at the bottom.
男の子と男の人は水を飲んでいます。
That's our boys in the top right.
男の子は牛乳を飲んでいます。男の人と女の人はご飯を食べています。
Male adult, male female, female adult, eating rice there is.
女の人はコーヒーを飲んでいます。
There is a lady drinking coffee.
男の人は卵を食べていま
There's a
す。
man eating an egg. Ta-da! That was pretty... Again, I'm pretty sure that was the previous exercise. Just now we've got to pick them rather than just select them. So I'm wondering if this is like a self-review module for the listening and reading combined.
女の子は歩いています。
There's a girl walking.
男の人は車を運転しています。
There's a man driving his car. Driving a
男
car.
の子は歩いています。
There is a boy walking.
女の人は車を運転しています。
There is a lady driving a car. Again, this is, I don't want to say it sounds or feels simple, but it certainly feels and looks easy, right?
彼らはリンゴを食べています。
There are kids eating an apple.
彼らは新聞を読んでいます。
There are kids reading a newspaper.
彼女は本を読んでいま
There
す。
is a woman reading a book.
彼は車を運転しています。
There is a man driving a car. See, it's definitely getting up here. It's definitely sticking.
女の子は走っています。
There's a girl running.
女の人は歩いています。
There's a lady walking.
男の子は歩いています。
There's a boy walking.
男の人は走っています。
There's a man running. Well, I mean, so far, so good.
彼は猫を飼っ ています。
Here is a boy with his cat, or there is a boy petting a cat or holding a cat.
彼らは新聞を持っています。
There are people holding a newspaper.
彼女は犬を飼っています。
There is a lady with her dog. With a dog. There's a boy with a cat. Not too sure cat is with or to pet. Again, in context, in Japanese or any Eastern Asian language, the context changes depending on the construction of the sentence, I suppose. But that's the basics. This is
彼
basics.
女はサンドイッチを持っています。
There's a lady with a sandwich.
女の子たちは馬を飼っています。
There are girls with a horse.
彼は車を持っていま
There is
す。
a man with a car. Pretty simple. Nice and easy.
彼女は寝ています。
There's a lady sleeping.
彼らは寝ています。
There are adults sleeping.
彼は寝ています。
There is a man sleeping. There we go. Again, nice and easy, just a review of the previous exercise.
魚は泳いでいます。
There is a fish swimming.
犬は食べています。
There is a dog eating.
馬は走っています。
There is a horse running.
猫は寝ています。
There is a cat sleeping. Again, this is a good slide to remind you that Japanese is constructed as if Yoda was speaking. So, inu, dog, watabete is eating, and imas, there is or there are. So, dog is eating, there is. Uma, horse. Hashite, running, imas, there is. So, horse is running, there is. You see why I'm relating it, constructed or reverse engineered as if it's Yoda, because personally I think that's probably what George Lucas did. He translated English into Japanese and then reversed it back again to or learnt some Japanese and recognized the same thing. If you speak it in English directly, literally, you know, sakana, fish. Wa oyoide is swimming. Imas, there is. Fish is swimming, there is. Fish is swimming, there is. You know, just to give you a bit of a gist. Neko, cat. Wanete is sleeping, there is. Neko wanete imas. Neko wanete imas.
猫は寝ています。
Cat is sleeping, there is. So just again, a little bit of a trick there for when you're reading back this English, or this English representation of Japanese, of the sounds. It is constructed and spoken grammatically in English, like how Yoda speaks, if you were to actually speak the English translation. But it's a swifter method of understanding, as an English speaker, the construction of a sentence in Japanese, or at least that's the tool that I've been finding to work out what is being said where in the sentence, so I can learn how it's constructed to eventually start formulating my own sentences. But for this purpose of learning and reading the Japanese, it's been so handy in being able to pick up where things are in a sentence, both in the English and then when it converts to the Japanese language, the kanji characters, of where the sounds for each character lie, and then obviously reading it for inu. You can see the first two is inu, and we can see where wa is, and then tabete, you can see where that is, and imas is the last three always.
犬は食べています。
So it gets quite easy to read each slide when they're in Japanese, which I'm kind of looking forward to when I go through, like I say, the entire unit again, without the English characters, but using Japanese kanji, the hiragana and the katakana. And that's my intention, to be able to do this and learn the language at a swift and efficient pace that works for me. I hope that this is also working for yourself if you're watching this either live stream or on my YouTube.
彼らは読んでいます。
There are adults reading.
彼女たちは寝ています。
There are kids sleeping.
彼らは歩いています。
There are adults walking.
彼らは泳いでいます。
There are adults swimming. It's relatively easy.
子供たちは飲んでいます。
There are kids drinking.
大人たちは食べています。
There are adults eating.
子供たちは泳いでいます。
There are kids swimming.
大人たちは走っています。
There are adults running. Nice. So we're definitely getting the precursors to it. So we can now see how things get changed around slightly for plural, and whether it's the positive or negative, whether it's the perfect, imperfect, or proper, improper. So we're starting to see these changes, and we're starting to see the truncation of sentences in context where we're not having to learn too much in the way of the singular noun, like your otokono, singular for boy, or nanoko, the singular for girl, but then in pluralized form where there's a mix of both and it becomes children or adult, we are starting to see that we're getting a little bit more complicated language now, particularly in the grammar. Slide 12.
子供たちは走っています。
There are kids running.
子供は走っています。
There is a girl running.
大人たちは読んでいます。
There we go. We have a group of adults reading.
大人は読んでいます。
Singular adult male reading. There's a man reading. There are people reading. There are kids running. And there is a girl running.
男の人は車を運転しています。
There is a man driving his car.
女の子は車を運転していません。
There isn't a girl driving the car.
女の人は車を運転しています。
There is a lady driving the car.
男の子は車を運転していません。
There is not a boy driving the car. There we go. Slide 14.
彼は寝ていません。
There is not a child sleeping.
彼らは泳いでいません。
There are not adults swimming.
彼らは泳いでい
There
ま
are
す。
adults swimming.
彼は寝ています。
There is a kid sleeping, or there is a child sleeping. Nice.
男の子はペンを持っています。
There's a kid who is writing.
女の人たちはご飯を持っています。
There are ladies eating rice.
男の子はペンを持っていません。
And the child is not holding a
女
pen.
の人たちはご飯を持っていません。
There are ladies who are not holding rice. Yes, because they're holding a book. So yeah, they're not they are holding rice. They are not. He's not holding a pen. He is holding a pen.
女の子たちは自転車を持っています。
There are children on bikes.
女の子たちは自転車を持っていません。
There are not children on bicycles.
男の子は 牛乳を持っています。
There is a boy drinking, holding milk, drinking milk.
男の子は牛乳を持っていません。
He's not holding the milk. I mean, it's definitely getting easier. I am whizzing through it, but I'm just going at the speed of what I now know and understand because of what we've learnt so far. But I do think the listening and reading was a quick module in the first lesson, the one that repeats after this, if memory serves.
これは何で
What
す
is
か
this? Well, this is an apple. So,
これはリンゴです。
and then, what is this?
これは何ですか
Ah, this is a newspaper.
これは新聞です。
I mean, you know, up to this point, this should be swift and easy, because this is like the practical, just the exercising, right? I think this and the speaking is what they're designed to do.
これは何ですか
What is this? This is a cat.
これは猫です。
What is this?
これは何ですか
This is a bike.
これは自転車です。
Yes. See, immediately. Snap, snap, snap. This basic stuff so far is starting to come to me like it's my second language, right? You know, the same as, say, French. Je voudrais, I would like to. Or j'habite, I live. What's the other one? Je fais la guitare. I play guitar. You know, that sort of thing. There are some, obviously I'm quite rusty with my French, but just to give you an idea, that again, I've learned enough of it for it to be constantly and burnt into my brain that it's now on recall when I need it.
彼は寝ていますか
Is this child isn't sleeping? What? 彼は寝ていますか? Is this child sleeping? Hi. This child is
はい
sleeping.
彼は寝ています。
So this would be 彼女は寝ていますか?
彼女は寝ていますか
And this would be いえ、彼女は寝
いいえ、
ていません。
彼女は寝ていません。
Because she isn't asleep. She's awake. So that's good news. Well, she's a baby. Might not be good news. She might need a feed or nappy change or whatever. But she looks okay. And he looks like he's pretty happy that she's awake. So, baby.
犬は泳いでいますか
Is this dog swimming? Hi. Yes, he is.
はい。
馬は泳いでいますか
Is this for swimming? No, he's not. He's
い
running.
いえ。
Good-o. And that's our lesson 1. Well, that's our lesson 2, listening and reading in unit 1. Now it's going to be, let's go to the first lesson that they give us.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa. Hello.
さようなら。
Sayonara. Goodbye. There we go. Brilliant. Slide 2.
女の人。
The lady.
男の子。
That's the boy.
男の人。
That's the man.
女の子。
And that's the girl. There we go. Slide 3.
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。
There was a girl drinking juice.
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
There is a boy drinking water.
女の子は食べています。
There is a girl eating.
男の子は食べています。
There is a boy eating. So again, the translation as well of what I've come to understand from Japanese into English is there. So what I've learnt so far and shown by a stream or video uploads to YouTube is that so far this is my understanding of what the Japanese sounds and language is constructed of, what I'm expecting to hear and be there, and what's actually in relation to the material and the pictures for the relationship of what it's saying and asking. And now I'm able to translate, I guess, back roughly as to what's going on in the picture as to what the actual Japanese means, which is good. Again, it's the assimilation of the language. So at this M1 primary school level, I'd say I'm doing pretty good. I'm confident enough to know that I know most of this basic language that is chucked at me so far. And there's only a couple of times that I've had to look up on my phone on Google to see what a direct
男の
translation
人
is.
は食べています。
Otoko no hito wa tabetemasu is the young man eating.
女の子は食べています。
It's the girl that's eating.
女の人は食べています。
Older lady eating.
男の子は食べてい
And
ま
that's the
す。
boy eating. So yeah, we're also going to identify whether it's the male adult, the male child, what they're doing in the picture. We know which bit is which in the sentence. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I feel like I'm doing pretty well.
男の人は走っています。
So that's the man that's running. There's a man
女の
running.
人は走っていま
There's
す
a。woman running.
男の子は走っていま
There
す。
is a boy running.
女の子は走ってい
There's a
ま
girl
す。
running with balloons. You have to remember she's running with balloons, but there isn't any inclusion of the balloons in the sentence because that would be the giveaway.
男の人は本を読んでいます。
It's the adult man reading a book.
女の人は本を読んでいます。
It's the adult woman reading a book.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
Girl reading a book.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
And it's the boy reading a book. Lovely stuff. Side 7. Powering through today.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
It's the boy reading the book.
男の子は走ってい
The
ま
boy
す。
running.
男の子は水を飲んでいま
There's
す。
the boy drinking water.
男の子は食べていま
And
す。
there's the boy eating. Simple. Well, I say simple. Obviously, it's taken a little bit to get here. Here we are in video 13. But again, it's by now should be starting to stick.
女の子たちは
relatable.
水を飲んでいます。
So there are girls drinking water.
男の子たちは食べています。
There are boys eating.
男の子は食べています。
There is a boy eating.
女の子は水を飲んでいます。
Oh, there's a girl drinking water. So again, we can turn around and see the difference of the plural to turn there is into there are, and boy into boys, or similarly the same for girl into girls.
女の子たちは走っています。
Oh, there are girls running.
女の子は走っています。
There's a girl running.
男の人はお茶を飲んでいます。
There's a man drinking tea.
男の人たちは水を飲んでいます。
There are men drinking water. Brilliant. So I hope you've all got that down. Again, I know I'm going through this at a relatively
男の子
swift
は
pace.
本を読んでいます。
Otokonoko wa hon no yondeimasu. Well, that's the boy who's reading a book.
女の人は食べています。
And there's a woman eating.
男の子たちは本を読んでいます。
There are boys who are reading a book.
女の人たちは食べています。
There are ladies eating. There we go. So you can turn around and see the differences in the plural and what they're doing. Again, changes from lady to ladies and boy to boys. and whether it's there is or there are. Immerse is the same, it applies to both. It's the context of the tachi that determines the group, the plural, and the noshto is determining the age, whether it's adult or children.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
There are girls reading a book.
女の人は本を読んでいます。
There is a lady reading a book.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
There is a girl reading a book.
女の人たちは本を読んでいま
There
す。
are ladies reading a book. Yeah. Nice. Slide 12.
彼女はお茶を飲んでいます。
And the lady drinking tea.
彼は走っています。
There is a man running.
彼女たちは食べています。
There are ladies eating.
彼らは本を読んでいます。
There are men reading a book. But that's shinbun, so that's paper.
彼女は走っています。
There is a woman running.
彼は走っています。
There is a man running.
子供たちは走っています。
There are children running. There we go. Go to 14.
彼は料理しています。
There is a man cooking.
彼らは料理していま
There
す。
are men cooking.
彼女は料理しています。
There is a woman cooking. Nice, nice and easy.
男の人は泳いでいます。
There's a man swimming.
女の子は泳いでいます。
There is a girl swimming.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
There are girls there are ladies swimming, should I say?
男の子たちは泳いでいます。
There are boys swimming. Yeah. Swiftly breaking through.
男の人たちは料理しています。
There is a man cooking. Oh no,
男
there are men cooking.
男の
Sorry,
人は料理し
I'm an idiot.
男の人たちは料理して
Oh, we know that first one.
男の人たちは食べていま
There are
す。
men eating.
男の人は食べています。
There is a man eating.
男の人は料理していま
And
す。
there is a man cooking. Woo! Nice. It's number 17.
女の人は泳いでいます。
There's a lady swimming.
女の人たちは走っています。
There are ladies running.
女の人は走っています。
There is a lady running.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
Oh. Ladies swimming. There we go. Let's go to 18.
彼はひらがなを書いています。
There is a man writing hiragana.
彼らはカタカナを書いています。
There are men writing katakana.
彼女は漢字を書いています。
There is a lady writing kanji. Beautiful. That means we'll be getting to our last slide at nearly on the hour dot.
女の子は書いています。
There's a girl writing.
女の子たちは書いています。
There are girls writing.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
There are girls reading a book.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
There is a girl reading a book. There it is. 71 correct. Well, there we are. So that was today's overview with the listening lesson 2 in Unit 1. The repetition of Unit 1 lesson 1 back from this section. That's we get the repeat. the basic, just to remind us of it. Then we've gone into the listening and reading, which is combination skills of what we've just done and some of the reading lesson from a day or two ago. And it's combined the pair of them into 2 modules. And then obviously we've turned around and done the repetition of the same from lesson 1, which is great. That sets us up for tomorrow's lesson, which will be these 2 speaking lessons, which I envisage I'll end up with some mistakes because the program picks up my pronunciation, or whether my truncation and shortening of some of the sounds is either too short or not quite enough. That's where I think the pronunciation and the pickup of the microphone for this program is, it's employing that strictness level that I do have set. So we'll do those 2 tomorrow and the review, and then Sunday will be the straight through stream of all of this from start to finish. So again, look into it for it being, this was a 4-hour stream, this one, with some chatting in between. This one, I think I'm just going to smash straight through it and get ourselves the core lesson 2 and review stuff done, slammed out of the way, just straight through, so that there's a long format of all of this material in one go, instead of just the singular lessons that I have been doing across a week. So we've got week 1 and 2 in the first section, then week 2 we've done all of this. So in 2.5 weeks total time we'll have, because obviously I had a couple of days where I had a day off, and I missed a stream, and then I had problems with the program. So I'm just trying to do a total time that in 2 weeks we've managed to get through this, and we've got a basic understanding of the formation of sounds, what sounds are being used. We've got repetition of those sounds and placement in the sentences, as well as in individual words. We can also type out some of those sounds in the writing portion. We can recognize some of the kanji and their placement in words, and then therefore also in the sentence. We can follow some of that kanji as well, when it is put back into the kanji, when it's been in there. There are lessons where I've done exactly that. We can listen to what's being said and understand the noun, pronoun, adjective, or verb in the sentence and where it is. We can understand the grammatical structure of the sentence, and also the word. We can determine the difference between singular and plural, and whether it's male or female of both being a child and an adult. And we've started moving into the realm of dogs, cats, horses, fish. We know running, we know swimming, we know cooking, we know eating, we know book, newspaper, car, driving, bicycle, we know apple, we know juice, we know a fair number of things here. We know hello and goodbye, obviously, with our greetings. So yeah, we know whether we're in a group or whether it's just 2. So yeah, we've come quite some distance in 2 weeks. I feel like I've made quite a fair bit of progress in this 2 weeks using this material, using this program, and then also the methods that I've been employing, which obviously is to not move on until I've got that 100% in that slide. And even now, even though I've gone through them and already done them, I am not moving on if I make a mistake. I will sit there and do it until I don't make the mistake before moving on. Even though mistakes are important to, learn with the memory recall function and to remember that you've made a mistake and then to rectify it, because that's part and parcel of learning. It's part and parcel of the practice. It's also why I'll do a repetition off stream of the once round of what's already happened, and then just leave it for the day until I do this next video in the next day, because the gap of time in between allows me to do not just other things, but it allows me to forget this, and then when I come back to it, it's forcing that memory recall to go, you did this yesterday, you've remembered some of it, rather than constantly being at it hours and hours on end. you need to at least put things down and forget about them to then actually get that memory recall functioning between the slow acting and the fast acting parts of the brain when they switch between the two modes, to be able to get stuff like this to stick. Which obviously some of us are naturally better at it than others. Some of us have challenges that stop us or prevent us from doing that. So I'm hoping that my documentation of my progress and turning it into a video like I am by doing a live stream or uploading it as content to YouTube after doing this, that it's also useful for you guys who might be watching this either live or on my YouTube channel when you've come across it. As a result of that, please check out my channels. Please check out twitch.tv/crunk7up, where you will find this as a live stream. If you're on YouTube, it's youtube.com/xofficina. It's in a playlist there. Everything that I do on stream through Twitch, when I do stream out, I save and export the video to my YouTube channel, so it has a permanent home. So if you miss anything on my Twitch channel, again, you've only got 7 days to watch the stream live video there before it gets removed. So it goes and gets moved to YouTube to have a permanent home. As a result, I would like to ask everyone who sees this to just give us a follow, give us a like, share and subscribe this to your friends and family if it interests you or them. It would mean a great deal to me to connect and network and build my channel. It just helps the algorithm a little bit with being able to see these videos. It'd be very much appreciated to have your support in that way. If you like what you see or you enjoy what's going on here, or you just want to see me make a mistake, I'm really not fussed. So yes, like, follow, share and subscribe to both of my links. If you want to talk direct or make friends and chat to me in person, then add the Discord link. That can be found on both of these pages, both my Twitch channel and my YouTube. So yeah, once again, I just ask, please, please, please like, share, follow, comment, subscribe to both of my channels, just so you can turn around and catch this live, get your notifications in, or even if you have them turned off, it just helps with my numbers to be able to achieve my goals and helps me unlock various tiers and levels of the accounts on said platforms, so I can do more things. I'm doing this because I enjoy it and because I've got my goal to be able to speak conversational Japanese in a couple of years' time to enough of a degree where I'm going to be respectful when I'm visiting the country, and I'm not just going to be a phrasebook tourist. And I'll be able to not encounter so many hurdles when it comes to reading shop signs, finding out where the toilets are, all that sort of thing. Ordering menus for shopping in general for supplies whilst there. At least that's the aim and that's the intention. It's part of my goal as to why I'm doing this, and it's also to turn around and share my progress, and I hope that what people might see is that you can teach yourself a language without necessarily needing to pay for lessons. It's just having the right materials that work for you and the right method that works for you and the way that you think and take in information, which I'm hoping that what I'm doing is showing you some of the materials I'm using, but it's also showing you how I'm approaching what I'm doing to be able to learn this. And so far, for myself, it's working quite efficiently, I feel. If you think otherwise, again, drop us a comment on any of the videos, or again, get in touch, like DMing the Twitch account or my YouTube account. If not, go to the Discord, add yourself on the Discord, and you can talk to me there. That's today's video. That's today's stream. This will be going up to both Twitch and YouTube afterwards. So again, I ask, please, if you've made it this far in my content, please, please, please like, follow, share, and subscribe to either or both channels and my Discord. It would mean a great deal to me. I'd love to make some friends. I'd love to be able to talk to the people that see this material and find out who you are and see what your ambitions and goals are, and to find out what is working, what isn't working, what I might need to do different in putting these videos up for those who might want to use this to learn. Because again, the reason I'm doing this is to show you my progress, but also so you've then got something that you can pause, rewind, check out what you need to, repeat, rinse, repeat, and potentially use this material to teach yourselves and learn yourselves this language. That's it from me today. As always, take care and stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.